If you haven't done so already, you'll need to request an account by going to the same site you'll use to log in, SmartViewHub.com. Don't forget to save this in your favorites. If you still need to, click Register for an account, which will bring up an information screen to capture some basic information on what type of account you need, after which you'll receive an email to sign a software license user agreement, an email with a link to provide your payment information, and then set up your account password. After your password is set, it's time to set up your account. So let's log in. Enter your email and password and click Log in to SmartView Hub. The first page you come to is the home screen that, once set up, will show all of the elevator devices and cameras you have in your account. But to get started, first we'll look at this top navigation and start in the middle with the Profile option. Here, you'll click on Edit Profile and update your desired information, including setting a new password. It will need to contain at least one lowercase letter, one uppercase letter, one special character, and one number. In total, it must be 8 characters long. While you're in the Profile section, you can also update the account settings. In here, you can either turn two-factor authentication on or off. If you want this set differently for different users, you'll be able to do that when you set up each user's profile. If you want a standard default to be the same for everyone, you'll do that in Company Settings. This is also where you can set a default session time for yourself as the administrator, which is how long you can be logged in before being prompted to either stay logged in or once you get logged off. The default is 15 minutes. After you set your profile, we're back to the top navigation options, this time going to the Company section. Similar to what you did with your profile, you click Edit Company to update the information you need to. The company name and type should be populated, and you can designate a separate billing contact. Here is also where you can set the company-wide default for two-factor authentication for all users, not just for your own profile. Next, we'll add some users. We'll look again at the top navigation, this time clicking on Accounts. When you're in here for the first time, you should only see yourself, and for each additional user you need to add, you will click Add Account. You'll need their email address, first name, last name, and phone number, and then you'll decide for each user what their role will be. They can be another company administrator with rights to update company information, add other users or devices, or they can be a company user. Company users can't do those things, but they can view cameras and send the text messages for monitoring activities. On the bottom of the screen, you can adjust individual settings for two-factor authentication and for session timing. If you're a larger monitoring entity administrator doing this, you will need to add each person or agent individually, and they will each need an individual email address for security purposes. As people leave or join the organization, you can log back in and remove or add users as you need to, or change some of their information if needed. Each person you add will get an email and be prompted as you were to log in and update their password and then be able to use the site. So now for the fun part. We'll add devices or cameras to your account. We'll go to the top navigation again. Remember, there is a camera or device for each elevator, so you may have to repeat these next steps multiple times. These steps are critical to perform system testing and will be needed to complete and pass your inspection. To do this, you will need the SmartView ID associated with each device for each elevator you want to add. You should have received that from your elevator contractor or installer, as it is unique to each physical device installed. If you don't have the SmartView IDs and the units have already been installed in the elevators, you can place a test call, and the automated message will state the SmartView ID. When you are ready with your SmartView IDs, you'll select Camera from the top navigation and then click Assign Camera. The Assign Device page will come up. Type in your first SmartView ID and hit Search. If you type the wrong numbers, you may get a camera doesn't exist message. Simply clear the field and try again. When the system finds the correct device, you'll be prompted to select your assignment. In this case, we're the primary monitoring entity. If your company will have after-hours monitoring support from a third party, you'll provide the link for them to set up their account, and when they are ready, provide your SmartView IDs, and when they get to this screen, they would select the option for secondary monitoring. So we select our option, and we're prompted to acknowledge that we have the authorization to add the device to our account and that you'll follow the user and privacy policies. You will also agree that adding the unit to the account will carry a $9.99 per month licensing cost. To complete the device and camera setup, we enter the device information on this next screen: the building name, the address, and a description of the elevator. This can be modified later as well if needed. It is also helpful to identify the monitoring entity if you're having a third party do it for you. Repeat this for as many devices and cameras as you need. At this point, you can navigate back to your home screen and you'll see all of the devices and cameras you entered and whether or not they are online or offline. If you set this up before your elevator contractor does the install, which we recommend to do a couple days before the install, these may all show as offline, and that's okay. When they are installed and activated, a part of the final testing is to confirm the online status and functionality of this software. And with that, your account has been set up and you are ready to comply with the 2019 elevator code.
Thanks for watching our video. To learn more about our SmartView 2 product, please visit our website.